Hi friend, I just wanted to take a minute to invite you to our Lash Biz Babes Experience 2026. This is a one-day all online event happening on May 2nd, and our theme for the year is going all in. We are shaking things up and doing it differently than anyone ever has before. This is going to be an all online event as usual, but it's going to be 100% a curated journey throughout your day as we guide you through the mindset, strategy, and passion needed to go all in on your business to make it your best year in business yet. All lash artists, estheticians, and beauty professionals are invited to join us. There will be guided sessions, interactive workshops, a panel discussion, and big giveaways happening throughout that whole day. And tickets are on sale now for only $199. Payment plans are available. Let's go all in on our businesses for 2026 together. All the details and the link for tickets are down in the show notes below. I would love to have you join us online in May. Hello everybody, welcome to today's live. I'm so excited because we're actually doing a guest live today with Mo from Lash Out Texas and Lash Bash Texas. She's amazing and we are super freaking excited to talk to you guys about the secrets to handling slow books. So once she gets on and requests to join, we'll get started. But as you get on, go ahead and say hi and let us know where you are watching from, and if you're catching the replay of this, drop a hashtag replay in the comments so that we can come back through and say hi to you. Okay, awesome. We're just getting her on right now. Look at that. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I've realized this thing cuts my head off every time.
Oh my gosh. My phone started sliding down
That's
in the
what
holder, and I was
doing.
like, oh no.
It's not working. Let's see. Okay.
Perfect. I'm so excited to get on. This is actually one of the first times I've done a guest live video before. Right? I do live videos all the time, but not necessarily with guests, so I'm super excited.
Yay.
I was just going to give it a minute or two and let some people get on, but I was just telling them, we're going to be talking about, navigating business when your books slow down, especially as solo artists. I feel like that can be a kind of scary thing when it's your income and your livelihood. So we're going to talk about it. And if you guys have questions, as you're watching, feel free to drop your questions in the comments.
Yes.
Hi, Eric. Come through and answer them.
And I have a dog trying to get in the door. Hold on one second.
You're good. That's like me, except it's usually a kid.
Well, my kids, I ran upstairs to hide from my kids, so he doesn't even know I'm up here.
Oh my gosh.
The dogs always find me.
That sounds about right. All right, awesome. So we can go ahead and get started. Okay. And get going. And then if people have questions, make sure we drop them in the comments. And even if you're watching the replay, also drop your comments below and your questions below, and we can come back through and answer them for you later on as well. Hello, everyone. All right, so Mo, I would love for you to introduce yourself and, tell us a little bit more about you and how you got into lashes.
Okay. So I am Mo. I have been in the beauty industry for 23 years. Started in the hair industry, not doing hair, always on the business side. I went to college, got my degree in business. So I've always been that numbers person, the business side of stuff. And then lashes were being talked about at about 11 years ago at the salon I was at. And we asked our hairdressers if they wanted to go and learn, and they all said absolutely not. They thought we were crazy. They were like, it's just a fad. It's going to be hard. I don't want to sit in a room by myself. It sounds boring. They were not for it. So my partner and I at that time, we went and took the class together. Awesome. And it was like a 7-hour class. That's it. Which now I'm like, holy moly, I can't believe I was taught this in 7 hours. And now that I look back at it, I would say 90% of the class never went forward with it. Because, I mean, we weren't getting, I mean, I will say we got it was by the books. Like there was no cheating. It was very much by the book, which I am that person. Mm-hmm. But there was nobody to talk to, nobody to ask questions to once you left. And so when I left, I probably set it down for a week and was like, I'm never doing this again. And then I tried it again and was like, okay, this one little thing is not gonna beat me. And I fell in love with it. And so I left managing hair salons to do lashes.
Was that like a scary transition for you?
Yes. I had never, and the reason I didn't do hair or go to school for hair is my reasoning was I don't want to touch people. And so, yeah. So my mom was always like, you know, you're in this industry. Why don't you learn makeup? Why don't you learn, you know, hair? Why don't you just do it? And I was like, I don't want to touch people. And then magically I fall into doing lashes. And I was at a point where I was really disliking managing people. I didn't want to do it anymore. I didn't want to manage people, and I didn't want to be, what's my word? Sorry. I have lost all my words since surgery, so please forgive me.
That's just me on a regular basis, so no judgment here.
I didn't want to be responsible for people anymore, basically. I didn't want to hold their hands. I didn't want to, I just was done. I had done it for so many years, for like 12 years, and I was like, I just want to be alone. I didn't want to be mama bear anymore.
I want to do your own thing.
Yeah. And I really ended up liking the one-on-one with the clients, because always being the business person, I was still always at the front, and I was still talking to every single client who walked in. So no matter what salon I was at, they were like, oh, you're the face of the business. You're the business owner. And I was like, well, I work with them and them and them. But then I got in the room, and I love the one-on-one with the clients. Like there's nothing compared to that.
So different. Yeah.
Nothing compared to that. And I fell in love with that. And crazy enough, I fell in love with the repetition of lashing.
Yeah, I feel that. I remember the first time, so I got into lashes because my sister took a class, and it was, I'm trying to remember what year she took it. It was like probably 2011. So those really early years too, where it was like the 7-hour classes, right?
Yeah.
Oh, also, hi, Nikki. I'm glad you're here.
I was just about to say hi too.
Yeah. So those really early years, and I remember she would come home because she lived in a different state. So she would come home and practice on me and my friends and stuff while we were still in high school. And I remember like watching her take clients in our like dining room and being like, there's literally no way. Like that's so tedious. I would never do that. I just wasn't for me. And then, but it was the same thing. You get in the treatment room and you get going one-on-one, and it's like not even just like the services, but like the connections that you make and just like the whole experience as a whole, and like the relationships that you create. And I totally like fell in love with it too in that same kind of way. So I love that we're similar on that aspect.
You never realized that you would actually, because what was your industry before?
I was just in college before that, like working retail jobs. This was like really, I started going to college for business actually, and I was in it. I wanted to do, what my like big goal was to get my business degree and be able to go in. I wanted to go and help companies like target their products to specific audiences and like people. And I mean, it's funny because that's what I do now, but with like services and you know, like the marketing of it still. So I had gone in, done lashes. So I moved states, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go to aesthetic school. So I moved in with my sister who already did lashes, and I was like, I'll just go to aesthetic school and get in-state tuition, you know, get my residency, and then I'll go back to school and finish my degree. And it'll just be like a fun thing for me through college. But then I went to school, and I was like, wait, no, I actually really love this. Like I loved the industry, not even just lashes, but the whole industry as a whole. And so then I got like a job doing it out of school, and then I got married, and I just never went back to college after that. It's just stuck ever since. So, I worked retail jobs and things before that, but other than that, this was really like my thing. So
And nothing compares to that. I don't know why I love it, but nothing compares to that one-on-one with the client, that relationship you build. Like,
Yeah.
clients have been to my weddings. Clients have been to my weddings, to my one wedding, to my baby shower. I'm talking like as if I had multiple husbands here.
Well, hopefully your husband's not watching.
Now he doesn't even know what Instagram is, I swear.
That's mine too.
Yeah, but yeah, I never realized I was missing that connection. Like, I loved the connection already at the front desk talking to everybody, and I grew connections that way, but it's a whole different level when you're one-on-one with them.
I totally agree. I've always been like a people person, and it's just like, which is funny because I can get in a crowd of people and still get like all nervous and stuff, but it's like you get one-on-one in them. I don't know, like I love that, and I feel like that's always been a strength of mine with my clients too, is like creating those connections. And yeah, it's just been, I love it. It's the best. But even when I have like, so when I first started, I was in a franchise studio, and I had a non-compete, and it was a whole thing. So anyway, when I left that studio, because I felt like I had maxed myself out, I had that non-compete, so I had to go work an office job afterwards for a year.
Gosh.
So I was still doing like other aesthetic services on the side, but not lashes. And so, but the thing about it was like, I missed that environment so much. Like, I remember I went into like a salon one day to like buy lashes from somebody, and I was like, while I was working my office job, I was on my lunch break, and I was like, I gotta get back to this. Like, I need this in my life. Just, the environment is just so much different, and there's nothing like it.
I mean, like, I thought I was going to go into pharmaceuticals, and then like I fell in love with the beauty industry when I was 19. And like you said, nothing compares to the beauty industry. Like, the reason I was in it for so long was because of the people who are in it. They're so creative, and they're open-minded. They're not closed-minded. It's not suit and tie. It's not strict. It's so laid. I mean, you get a job done and you have a job to do, but the energy is completely different. And that's how I ended up going into owning a salon again, which I wasn't planning on.
Managing people again.
It's that industry. I don't know. It's just a lot of fun.
Love it. So what was your experience like with building your clientele then?
So
when I solo for a while to begin with?
So actually I stayed at the salon I was at managing people, and I was still running the salon and taking lash clients. So for 2 years I was working like till midnight because I just wanted to do lashes so bad. And so I'd go in between the front desk, managing people, checking out people, doing the back end, the numbers, and then go do a client. Or I'd stay late because I wanted to do a client and do lashes. So I think that's the other part, is I was wearing myself out by doing both jobs. I couldn't focus on just one and love the one I really wanted to do. But I will say, I was thinking about this when you had sent me those topics. And if you're in a salon, if a solo artist is in a salon renting a room or a booth or anything, that is the perfect place to start. Not necessarily a salon suite, but if you are in a salon and you are the only lash person there, I literally walked around and introduced myself to every client, which they already knew me because I was the front desk. But I was like, hey, you want to try lashes today? Hey, how about you? Have you seen what I've been playing with? And they already knew me, so they trusted me.
Right.
But that's, I mean, if you're in a salon and you're the only one in the salon, that is so easy to go get clients. There is no reason, if you're in a salon and you're the only lash artist there, you should not have clients at all. You should be doing the hairdressers. You should be doing the estheticians. You should be doing the masseuses. Like, do their lashes for free so they will tell your clients about them.
Oh yeah, I totally agree with that. Just such an easy way to get exposure to people. It's like your target audience, people who are in your area, who are interested in beauty services. They have the disposable income to afford the upkeep. Like, that's perfect. And even if you're not in that environment where you're the only lashes or anything like that, like, you can still be doing that same thing and like networking with other ones. Like, so for me, I think my hair girl was, I don't know if she's still watching, but she got on Sarah. Like, we traded lashes and hair for a while, and so I would send hair clients to her, she'd send lash clients to me, and it's like getting exposure to each other's like clientels, basically.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
that's what I did when I left.
So that's like a great way to get into it. And I like was doing that with multiple people, even if I wasn't trading with them. Like there was a microblading girl in our building, like the building I worked out of. So like I'd send clients to her, she'd send people to me, like that kind of thing. So you can still do that either way. Not seriously a really great way to build your clientele and get out there.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I'm a firm believer in networking with people, especially people, like you said, who have a clientele, especially in the beauty industry. Those are the best people to talk to because number one, they have a clientele. Their clientele is going to see your work on them and ask. And if the person they trust who's doing them trusts you, that just speaks a whole nother level and they're going to go to you.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I feel like especially with lashes too, if you've got like good retention and people can notice that on others that you're already doing, like my lash or my hair girl that was on here, Sarah, she had my best retention out of all my clients when I was
still taking
clients. And like she'd be like 3 or 4 weeks out from her appointment and her clients would be like, oh, your lashes look so good. She's like, thanks, I get my fill tomorrow. They're like, what? Like all surprised and they're like, oh yeah. So it's like your work in action and it's a really great way to get in front of people. Let's see.
Yeah, that's a good idea too. That's a really good idea.
Agreed.
Awesome.
Sorry. Oh, what were you gonna say?
So when I first started, microblading wasn't around, but permanent makeup was.
Right.
So I had gone to a lady for eyeliner and my brows and I had them tattooed and I hooked up with her and I cannot tell you how many people she sent me just because they would see her lashes and they look, and funny, she only wanted classic. She didn't want much, but they stood out so much that her clients would notice them and be like, where do you go? Until today, she'll still send my salon people.
I love that. It just, and like having those connections and relationships with people. And even if it's someone who hasn't come to you before, that's even crazier too. Like they'll still recommend people to you. Like I'll interact in mom groups on Facebook in my area and they'll know that I do lashes. I might not even have met them before, but they're like commenting on posts and recommending me and stuff just because like I made a connection with them online.
Yes. You have to put yourself out there.
To me. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. You have to put yourself out there. I talked to a lot of lash artists who are like, well, I don't want to talk to anybody. And I'm like, okay, so get online. Just like you said, you went to a mom group, get behind the computer, start typing, start just connecting. Just because of that, you didn't have to speak to them in person. You didn't have to say any words out of your mouth, but just because of that connection, they will remember you as the lash girl and come to you or send people your way.
Yep, like you're the first one that comes to mind for them. I love that. So if you had to restart your clientele as a solo artist, would you do anything differently now than you did back then?
Yes. I would not take every single person. I was hungry. And I bent over backwards for anybody who contacted me. I mean, I remember people calling and going, so-and-so across town offers them for $100 less than you. And I'd go, okay, I'll match it. Those were the worst clients. Those were the worst clients who wanted they wanted my blood, I swear. They wanted everything from me. I learned it the hard way. I mean, I was hungry. And sometimes you can sense when people contact you, like, oh, that's not going to be, you can sense how they talk to you. You can sense the red flags, how they talk to you, how they text, what they want, how they are demanding. Just, you'll know when they contact you like, ooh, but just because you're hungry doesn't mean you have to take them. And I mean, I had people who were like, can you take me at 9:00 at night? Sure. I won't eat dinner. I've been here since 8. Yeah, why not? It's okay to say no.
Been there. I totally agree with that. Like when I had moved and I was rebuilding my clientele, like I was like desperate to get any client I could in the door. And it's like those last minute people that are like, could anyone get me in? There was one I took at like 8 p.m. on a Saturday night. Like we had gone to dinner and I came home and was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go take this client. My husband's like, okay. But I felt so like, I was in that need space where like I need clients, I need the money, and then it's just like it's not worth it because that particular client always booked last minute and she had a horrible retention and it just was not it wasn't worth it. Like, not
Yep.
every client's for you. Not all money's good money. And I feel like the same thing, if I were to go back and do it again, I would stand my ground more and just know that, like, trust that there are clients out there who are respectful and full paying, and like that's a thing that exists. It's and not just for experienced artists either.
Oh, absolutely.
For anyone, no matter where you're at.
Yep. Some are good. So you have to. It's hard to do it, but you have to do it. And unfortunately, those people who you literally bend over backwards, I feel like I do backflips for them. They were the ones who always expected it at every appointment. They were the ones who were like, oh, well, she did it the first time, so let me see what I can get out of her this time. Yeah. And those are the ones who, unfortunately, will stay with you the longest because they know they can take advantage of you.
Yep. It's so freaking true. And, like, it's like you let it slide once, so then it's okay every time. Hard. And then you're like, okay, but wait, I need to enforce my policies. Or, okay, but wait, I don't want to work these hours. And then it becomes even more difficult, and it's like drains your energy, it drains your time, it drains your income, and you feel like resentment towards them, and then you're like, wow, I don't even like what I do. Yeah. Oh, this is horrible.
I would get anxiety seeing their name on my books. I'd be like, like it just ruined my morning knowing they were there, or even 2 days before knowing they were there. I was like, oh, you just, it's not worth it. It's not. And I wish somebody would have told me that. And of course, it was Lashes, so it was new. So there was nobody to tell me, hey, not all money is good money. Hey, if this client is being rude to you, you can say no. You know, I was raised in a home where my dad was like, you respect every person, no matter what. You respect the janitor. You respect this person. You don't ever talk back. You be respectful to people. And then I'm like, wait, but I'm not getting respected. And he was like, well, hello, stand up for yourself.
It has to be within your boundaries too.
Yes.
And Nikki said, definitely learning to say no. It's so hard because I'm a people pleaser. And I think that is difficult. I've been in that point where I wanted to, like, people please, and I wanted clients to like me and tell their friends about me. So I just need to do what I need to do that for them. But at the same time, it's like, I need to still serve my clients within my own boundaries so that I can continue to keep doing this and be sustainable long term, because otherwise it's burnout and clients you hate and not loving what you do and all of the other things that come along with it.
Because it'll make you fall out of love with your job.
Yeah, agreed. Set hard boundaries and said no to like 3 girls last week already.
Good for you.
I'm so happy for you. That's the best. I'm proud of you,
and
girl.
That's the best feeling too, is like I finally did it. I finally stood my ground, and it's okay. Yeah. They can go somewhere else. It's okay. There's a million places out there. They will be fine.
Well, and there's so many other clients out there too. Like, especially like at least in our area, because Nikki lives here in my same town. Like, there's so many people moving here. So many clients. I still to this day get messages. I haven't tried to get new clients since like last summer. I still get messages usually at least once a week that's like, I just moved to the area, I'm looking for a lash girl. Like, so many clients. It's insane. So it's like that mindset. Don't let yourself like slip and fall. Like, keep that open mind and keep that abundance in mind too.
For sure.
Amazing. So how did you shift into owning a salon again then? Especially where you said, oh, I don't like managing people, and now here you are managing people.
Here I am.
So what was that transition like for you?
It's funny. I got a year to myself and it was heaven. So after 2 years of running the salon and doing lashes, I was like, okay, I'm done. It's time. I went out on my own, and within 3 months, and so the city that, sorry, I'm having a hard time spitting things out. Where the old salon was like 25 minutes away from me. So where I was doing lashes is technically a different city. So some clients followed me, but basically within 3 months, just by word of mouth and some Facebook marketing, I was booked solid. Wow. And it was all word of mouth mainly. The Facebook was, back then, Instagram wasn't around, and it was the Facebook business page when they actually were seen. And so all of my friends were constantly sharing my business Facebook posts, or my clients who already had been to me. So that was helping me grow. And I feel like I tell this story all the time, but it's true. This is what happened. At 3 months, a lady called and she wanted to get in. And I was like, I'm sorry, I have a wait. It's going to be like a month or two out. And she yelled at me. Like, she went hard on me. Like,
oh my goodness.
It wasn't just like a disappointed person. It was like, she berated me. Like,
she was having a bad day and took it out on you. That had nothing to do with you.
No, but it was all my fault because she couldn't get lashes. And why in the world would she wait that long to get lashes? And I was like, I'm so sorry. There's one of me and I have two hands. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And of course, me being me, a people pleaser, I was like, she's going to go leave me a bad review because she was like threatening me. And so I posted it on Facebook because I just needed to vent. And my Facebook is my friends mainly. And I was like, I don't know what to do. How am I supposed to please everybody? Like, this lady just went off on me. And one of my friends got on there and he was like, it's time to expand. And I was like, no, I just got here. Like, no, I'm good. And he was right. I mean, I couldn't get people in, and that was the only other option because I was like, I'm sending so many people away. And as much as I was like, I don't want to expand, my husband knew. He was like, it's time. It's time. So for like the next 6 months, he would drive us around town and be like, what about this location? What about this location? And I'm like, no, I said, no, I'm not expanding. He was determined. And then he did find the perfect place that was the only place I would have said yes to. It was a house, a literal house inside the park that we got married at.
Oh, cute.
And so I was like, whatever. And so he even went and made the appointment with the guy for us to go look at it. And sorry, my dog's doing something. He made me go and talk to the guy, and the guy was like, I've been trying to lease this place out for like 2 years, and I've had a lot of people come in, and nobody has ever wanted me to, like, nobody has given me the urge to say, okay, you're the right person. And he was like, I think you're the right person for this place. I mean, it was just like meant to be. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm not ready yet. I'm not there yet. But it was happening. So gave up my year lease, or put in my lease, oh my goodness gracious. My notice, yeah, with the people I was with, it was a salon suites. And I had, I think, 4 or 5 friends who just came to me. They were like, I'll work for you. I'll learn lashes. I didn't have to hire a single person. Yeah, it was nice.
Wow.
So it was definitely meant to be at first.
So what was your experience like with like building a clientele for more than just you then? Was that different than growing just a solo clientele?
Definitely. Especially because I was still lashing full time when I expanded. Mm-hmm. And of course I had already built a name for myself, and it was, I want Mo. And I was like, I'm busy.
That's hard. Mo. I ran into that too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was playing receptionist at that time too. So I didn't have a receptionist. I was working full time, and then I had 5 girls. So it was a whole different shift. And I felt like I jumped right back into where I was before when I was at the hair salon. But this time it was different because I loved what I was doing and I was enjoying what I was doing.
There's like a why behind it.
Yes. Yes. And I remember getting to a point where I was like, the whole reason I open is because I can't take any more clients, and I don't want any more clients. So I completely stopped putting my work out there. Like, I took myself off of social media. I was like, girls, here's the thing. If y'all want to get clients, you have to give me pictures. I have to be able to market you. And boy, do they hate me, but all my girls know, like, that's the number 1 rule. You have got to give me before and after pictures, because I can't market you if you don't.
Yeah.
And so that's what I did for them. I did the same formula I did for myself in reviews, pictures, things like that. But I was like, it's all going to be your stuff. It's not going to be, I'm not putting my stuff out there anymore.
Right.
And it got to that point because it wasn't fair for me. They'd be like, oh, you're taking a new client. And I'd be like, this is 1 out of 1,000, and it's a friend of a friend's mom. And it's a one-time thing only, but that was the whole point for me to expand, was to help them build, not for myself. I already had the clientele, and I was actually trying to push my clientele off on them to give me room to run the business.
Love it. And also, I apologize if you can hear, like, there's a condos next door to us, and they're mowing the lawn or something, and it's so loud. So
I can't hear anything.
That's not too bad.
No, hopefully you don't hear my kid downstairs screaming.
Oh no, definitely not. But I love that though, and I can totally resonate with that. So I didn't have a salon with people under me to the scale that you did, but I did have another lash artist or two working in my studio with me last year.
Yeah,
and totally different.
Completely different
ball game with growing multiple people's clienteles than just your own. And, you know, running into just different growing pains and like automating stuff more, where it's like, okay, that might have worked for me when I was solo. So for example, like consent forms. I did paper consent forms when I was solo, and it wasn't a big deal because it was just you. Really take very many new clients, like it was just me, not a big deal. But then as I brought someone else on, it was like, this is a hassle. Yeah, and a lot of new clients consistently. So then we did like electronic ones instead, and like making that switch, and just you know, just the growing pains of making it work smoother, and like working smarter and not harder. And then also like I wouldn't say it's like automating the marketing, but just like using more things like Google My Business and stuff in places where it's like I can get high return from it and high like bookings from it without as much time in return, and like making the most of my time. So like repurposing content and like doing those kinds of things. So it wasn't necessarily more time, but it was generating more like appointments being booked, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So that definitely was a big difference for me too. But it taught me so much about clientele building. I was like, that was such valuable experience for me and where I'm at now with my super thankful for that.
Yeah, for sure.
So a lot of solo artists experience periods of like slow books, you know, just not a lot of appointments getting booked. So what advice or tips would you give for them? You know, you've managed it solo, you've managed other girls and their clienteles. What would you say?
So for me, back in the day when social media wasn't as public of putting your business out there, like when we first started, it wasn't really big on putting your lashes on your page. So it's different now. So would I have done this then? Yes, but I didn't know. So my biggest tip right now is take a model. And I always tell my girls, I'm like, if you have a gap, take a model, get that reel, get that boomerang, get that picture. I mean, I'm like, take 2,000 pictures on that one model, because we can use them for a long time. And it's, you know, I have new girls now, so it always changes. It depends on the person. Some people will put themselves out there and some people won't. And a lot of my girls are actually really shy. And I'm like, you guys, just let me take a picture of you. And they're like, no, don't take a picture of me. And I'm like, you guys, come on. I need behind the scenes stuff so I can show you off. But that's, I mean, my biggest thing was how easy it is to use Instagram right now. It's free, number one. Yeah. And you can grow your full clientele off of that. Yep. I mean, you can post a review that somebody left you. You can post a before and after. You can post your in-betweens. You can post how your glue held, showing retention. You know, you can post your space. There's just, it's like an endless amount. So why people aren't utilizing it, I don't get it. Even if you don't want to show your face, show the client, show the other stuff. There's so much that you can utilize on Instagram. It's like mind blowing to me, because I've really, with taking a step back from lashing, I've really like dug into Instagram and trying to learn more about it. And I'm just like, wow, you can do so much if you have a gap. And when I had gaps, which was rare, I didn't need to get models, because I was like sending people away, not boasting or anything like that. But I was like, I can eat finally, because I never gave myself lunches. So it was like, oh, I get a break to eat. Yay.
Yeah.
But for new people, I'm always like, get those models in, practice, do videos of you practicing, practice on, if you can't get a model, get a strip lash, practice on that. There's just so many things. You can go out and introduce yourself to the salon next door and be like, hey, I do lashes. I mean, when I was in the salon suites and there was another girl, I think there was like 50 individual suites, and there was another girl who did lashes there.
Mm-hmm.
We were kind to each other. It was never like a competition thing, because she did more than just lashes. She did a million gazillion things. I walked around that whole suite and introduced myself to everybody and was like, here's my card. Hi, if you already go see her, totally fine. I just wanted to introduce myself. I mean, it's so simple as just introducing yourself to somebody, or talking to a manager at a store somewhere down the road that you frequent. You know, like there was a boutique I frequented a lot and I got to know the owner. And so she now sends us clients. It's just so simple to go and talk to people. And I know people don't want to get out there, but something as simple as that, people will know you and they'll send you. Like 100%. Random people contact me still till today, and they're like, I want you to do my lashes. And I'm like, I haven't been doing lashes for a while now, but you can see one of my girls. And it works, and they do. So
yeah, totally. I love that. And that's even something you can do online if you didn't want to like go in person.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
and
100%.
Message them online. Hey, just wanted to introduce myself, or like send a voice memo.
Yeah.
On
How
Instagram.
did you and I meet? Through DMs. I am not shy to slip into those DMs on people. I'm like, hey girl, how are you?
Yeah, totally.
Nikki said, how do you reach out for models? Yeah, slide into DMs.
Yeah.
So Nikki, okay, I'm going to be a little petty right now, but say you have this gorgeous friend. Say you know this gorgeous person who takes great photos and you follow her. Say, and I'm not saying it has to be a gorgeous person, but when you want those full face, or you want to get that model experience, reach out to those people. Don't be scared. Number one, the easiest people to get for models are your friends and your family. Those are the easiest people.
Agreed.
And then after that, if you know people through DMs, or you've talked to somebody, or, I mean, we literally, you're going to laugh. We literally did a model from a girl who was from a smoothie place. No. She was just, I met her at a smoothie place, and I was like, do you want to be a model? She was like, really? Okay.
Love it.
I mean, like, I reach out to our old clients. I reach out to people I just know on Instagram. I reach out to friends all the time for my girls. I'm like, if you won't find a model, I'll find one for you.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and I think being a little bit strategic with who you ask too, if it's someone in your area that you know has like local influence, a local following, you know that they're going to be in front of people. So you could ask like another hairdresser, or like someone else that's in the beauty industry who has like people, because like hairdressers, it works so well because they're not only getting in front of their clientele, but they're in a salon with 20 other people's clienteles too. So it's like you're getting in front of so many clients.
Yep.
Or like receptionists. My husband's cousin was in like I think she was like a dental hygienist for a while. So I would do like her models. Clients, and like she's right in people's faces. They're like, oh, where'd you get your lashes done at? So I would definitely be strategic with who you're picking. Like, it's people who are going to be getting seen by others in your local area, because that's really, when your books are slow, that's the main thing that you can do, is be getting in front of local people too.
Yeah.
And I also like would say like look ahead too. Like, because if you're not realizing that you have gaps in your schedule until the week of, that's going to be a lot harder to fill those spots last minute than it would be if you were to like look ahead a couple weeks and be like, okay, I've got this spot open, these spots open, I can post that on my stories, I can start, you know, potentially looking for models like a week out from that, and, you know, like getting those spots filled so that you're always busy. And then also, if you have an empty spot or a time where you don't have clients, that's a really great time to be working on your marketing too. Like working on your Instagram, batching content for it, and like scheduling content for it, and like reaching out to models, doing those things. Like, you can work on the back end of your business and have that really good time for it.
Sorry, I got interrupted.
Oh, you're good. I was just reading her comment. Yeah, super
Yes.
popular salon. Yeah, totally. Honestly,
Nikki,
that's
the
a really
best
great way to
place.
get in front of
Yep.
people. Because
Yep.
it's the same kind of target audience, but
Mhm.
it's just you offer different services, but it's the
Mhm.
same people that you want to come in. So
Yeah.
totally a great idea.
And I was going to touch on, like, say you're brand new to the area and nobody really knows you. And yes, you want to be strategic with your models. And I'm just going to say this from experience, because I went through, and I had influencers as models.
Right.
And they had a huge following. I did them for free. They marketed me. I never got a single client from them. So even if they're huge, there's no guarantee that you're going to get anything back from them. So
yeah.
You want somebody who is social and who is going to post, and they can just be prepared. They can have a huge following and not get you a single person.
It's very
unfortunately, that's what happened to me. And I mean, I did an ambassadorship, I did all that stuff, and it never worked in my favor. And I don't know if it was just because of my area. I've talked to other lash artists, and it works great for them. It's hit and miss. So don't be hard on yourself, but use your content and all those pictures you got of them to constantly market yourself. And just like she said, if you don't have a model, work on your marketing, work on your inventory, work on something. Don't just not utilize that time.
Right. Totally agreed. And with working with like influencers and such, you know, that's the local influencers, people who have locals following them.
Yep.
And also I'd almost even put in place like a contract, like a sign something that says, okay, hey, I'm going to do your lashes for free, and you're going to post on your stories about me X amount of times, and on your feed about me X amount of times per appointment, and like make sure it's written. Because I've seen way too many posts in Facebook groups that are like, I did this person's lashes for free and they never even posted about me, and now they blocked me. So watch back on that. You gotta like cover yourself still.
Yeah,
but
you do.
Yeah, that's really just one of those things. You know,
it's
some people have large followings, but they're not like interacting. It's not like a community or like engaging. So then maybe they don't have that much trust or influence with their audience.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes.
You never know,
but it can be, you know, it can be super beneficial too. So, but really, I think it's about like getting in front of local people and like communicating what you do, like, because it's never just about the lashes or the hair or the nails. Like, you do a lot more for them too. And if you want those clients who are going to be willing to pay higher prices and pay full price, it's like, you know, what do you do? What's the experience like? What else are you doing for them? Because those clients who are willing to pay more are looking for more than just like lashes, or you know, they're looking for different things. Totally. I've been wanting to reach out to local influencers, but I'm nervous. Honestly, I don't know why you're nervous, because you do such a good job with your social media. Yeah. And like, I freaking love your page. So
I'm gonna go stalk you now.
Yeah, freaking.
But Nikki, do your research. Don't be nervous. Yeah. Do your research on them. Go stalk them and see if they've done any beauty services before. Go see what kind of things they do to promote for themselves. Because I do feel like, as much as I thought the influencers I had, they did a lot of beauty stuff, and it just didn't work out. But then I see them now and they're doing boutique stuff. So maybe I was in the middle of them switching what they were doing. So just do your research on that person first to see if they'll work out. And you don't know until you know. And the only way you know is if they say no, and that's it.
Yep. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? They say no and you don't do it. Like, you wouldn't have done it had you not asked anyway.
You won't know. Yeah.
I love that. So, you know, like we were talking about, books slowing down can be really nerve-wracking, especially as solo artists and like solo business owners. So how do you keep your mindset focused? Like, do you have any like mindset, energetic kinds of tips for us? Just like, because it can get scary and you're like, oh my gosh, and then you kind of get in that need space where you're like, okay, I need this, and then you're putting out like that desperate energy almost.
So I'm going to answer Beauty and Artistry's question first. Just because you're in a small town does not mean you can't reach out to somebody at all. That's actually more perfect because you can be the biggest person in that small town.
I agree.
That's less competition for you. Not that we're trying to look at each other as competition, but you're in a small town. You have a one-up on people if you go and start reaching out to people.
Agreed. I always get so many DMs from people who are like, I live in a small town. Do you think I can build my clientele? Do you think I can charge higher prices? I'm like, you actually are probably in a better position to be able to do that.
Yes.
And grow faster because there is such, it's supply and demand. There's a limited supply of appointments and probably a high demand. Even if there's only like 5,000 people in your town, if there's like 5 lash artists who can take maybe 50 clients each, that's so many clients.
Exactly.
More, even if everyone was booked out. So like use that to your advantage.
And everybody's going to refer to you because you're in that small town.
Yeah. Well, in the small towns, everyone knows everyone kind of thing. So then you give them, reach out, you give them a really good experience and a really good service. And then that's just going to domino effect. They're going to tell everyone about you. And then that snowball just continues to grow and grow and grow.
I agree. So do I get nervous about slow periods? Is that what you were asking?
Yeah. Like, how do you keep your mindset focused? Or like, I know you were saying one of your girls was getting nervous about having slow books and, like the advice you were giving her. So if you wanted to share some tips on that.
I think because I've been in the industry for 23 years, there is always going to be a slow time. Always. And I just know that and I expect it. I don't, knock on wood, I don't stress on it anymore. It doesn't make me nervous anymore like it used to. Even when I was on my own and maybe I had a slow week, I just knew because I went through hairdressers going, oh my God, I'm so slow. I'm not going to make rent this week. Oh my gosh. Da, 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 da. And the next week they were busy. It just is this industry. And if you're in this industry, you have to expect it. I mean, even if you get booked solid, say you're fully booked and you're not taking clients, there's going to be a slow week in there because clients are going to get sick. Clients are going to cancel. It just is what it is. Be smart about your money. That's number one, because if you're going to have a slow week, there's something you're going to have to prepare for. Everybody's going to have a slow week no matter what. But just because I'm confident in knowing that there's going to be a slow week, it will pass. My girls are nowhere near prepared for those slow weeks. I get the text messages, oh my God, it's so slow. Oh my God, what do we do? And I just have to talk them off the ledge. Remember, it happens. So what do we do during a slow week time? We bust our butts and get our marketing out there. And I mean, I have a new girl who just started and bless her heart. She does amazing work. And last week she had no clients whatsoever. But I will tell you, she is killing it on her Instagram game. And I'm like, you're going to reap those benefits. It's coming. I promise it's coming. I can see it and feel it in my bones. It's coming because you are on your Instagram game. You are posting. Not only is she posting, she's educating. She's describing. She's talking about products. Anytime she has a client, she will go and show the behind the scenes. She's doing A, B, C, D, E, F, G on Instagram to build that clientele. And I promised her, I was like, it's coming. And this week she's like, my books are getting full. And I'm like, see, I told you, because she utilized that time to promote herself and book it up. And the good thing about my girls is they have my business name connected to their names. So anything and everything they post, I share.
Yeah, that's awesome. Just getting more exposure to it.
Yeah.
Well, and I feel like it's like trusting the process too. And I love Beauty Nourishing that you said that, because I was going to say you're planting those seeds.
Yes.
Whether you're seeing the benefits from it immediately or not, you're planting those seeds that could potentially work out for you long term too.
And they will. Yeah. Like, I'm like, it's so weird how I feel it with my girls. I'm like, if you want it and you're hungry enough, you're going to work for it. So when you have slow times, do something. She didn't have to work at all last week. So how much time did she really put into her Instagram account? Maybe 5 hours. And that she's reaping the benefits now because she's booking up this week.
Right.
So I don't understand why you can't. And I learned this with hairdressers. You can't sit there and complain that you're not booked and not do anything. Because if you just sit there and complain that you're not booked, you're going to stay not booked.
Well,
It's as
you'll
simple as that.
create that narrative in your head. Oh, there's too many other lash artists. Oh, I'm not booked. People are, oh, clients don't want to pay. There's not clients out there for me. So then you create this narrative in your head, and that becomes your reality because that's what you're believing.
Yep.
And, you know, like you said, if you really want it, like, you're going to go out and work for it and put in the effort. And I feel like the consistency with that pays off too. Because I remember when I was rebuilding, so I had just moved. I was rebuilding my clientele. That's when I ended up building my clientele pretty quickly that second time. And I just remember there was one night I was like, what else can I be doing?
Yes.
Like, I was like, oh my gosh, like, so, like, worried and, you know, getting into that. And I just was like, okay, like, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing because I had started to see some results from it. But then it was like, okay, like, I was just kind of freaking out mentally. But then, like, the next morning I woke up to an appointment request. And that's when I was like, oh my gosh, okay, like, I just need, like, I'm doing the right things. I just need to trust the process and, like, keep going with it.
Don't stop.
And then that was the same thing when I was trying to work on doubling the clientele. Like, it would get stressful, and it was like, oh my gosh, like, what else can I be doing to get her books full? Like, she's coming in, she's doing a great job, she's doing all these really amazing things and working on her Instagram, but like, what else can I be doing? Because like, I want you to succeed. If you're gonna come in and work in my space and be with me, like, I'm gonna mentor you, I'm gonna do what I can to help you build and grow. Like, I want to be there for you and do everything I can. And I remember just being like, oh my gosh, what else can I be doing when I'm already doing like all of the things.
All of it.
But then, like, I kid you not, I was like stressed about that. An hour later, I had two random new clients book within 10 minutes of each other. And I was like, what? So it's just, you know, keep doing the things, like, keep planting those seeds, like, keep that consistency. And
wouldn't you say it's more stressful being in charge of somebody else's books, isn't it?
Well, they're depending on you for your livelihood.
And that's me. I'm
their
like,
livelihood.
Hold on. She don't eat if I don't get her clients. But at the same time, I've also implanted in them is, I can't be your number one. I have 5 girls. I can't advertise all of y'all 24/7. Y'all have to help me out here. Like, you got to start putting stuff out there too. And I will 100% back you up. But beauty and artistry, yes, content creation has become one of my favorite things too. And if you love it, do it. If you don't love it, get somebody to do it for you.
Yep. Or take a class. I find a lot of people that they don't love it because they don't know what they're doing, so they don't understand it. Or they're trying to do it and try to be like someone else or copy someone else's page exactly. And it doesn't feel aligned for them. It doesn't feel good. So then they're like, okay, I'm going to avoid it. Like, their brain's trying to keep them safe, and like, it's like the cause of procrastination. You don't actually want to do it. You're trying to avoid it. So you're going to put it off, and it's the same thing with content creation. So,
and do you have a course on content creation? I can't remember.
I don't have a specific one on content creation, but it is a lot of what I teach inside of different programs. So like this week inside of Audience Growth Accelerator, that's my course for like helping you explode your local following on Instagram, like get those local followers, and then actually like turning those local followers into full paying clients. So we go into like the first week. Last week we did the, you know, getting local followers, setting up your page, optimizing your page, getting everything set up correctly and set up well so that you're getting found and whatnot. And then this week it's all about like personal branding, content creation, what to be posting, like actually like the conversion piece of it, because you can get the local followers and then it's like, okay, now we want to get them booking. So inside of different programs, I definitely teach a lot about content creation and all that. It's super fun. It's one of my favorite things. I've always loved social media. I'm like,
same.
I know. I love Instagram. I love social media. Like, you definitely still have to have boundaries around it, but I totally love it. And I love helping other people like learn to use it in a way that feels good for them too. And that's going to like get them results, because it's going to look different for everybody. Just like a full clientele looks different for everyone. And no two businesses are the same. So that's why I'm super big on like, it's your business. You get to run it how you want to. It's your business. You get to market how you want to.
Make sure you're enjoying it.
Still getting your results from that too.
Well, and I was going to say there are tons of lash artists who have put out ebooks on content marketing. And
Yep.
I'm going to do a
There's
little,
so many resources out there.
yeah, I'm going to do a little shout out to my Lash
Yeah.
bestie Wednesday. She has one called Content Queen, and
Love
it's like 5 hours full of stuff.
I love that.
Like, it was mind blowing to me. I was like, how did you put all this into this? This is so much, but people need it. If they don't enjoy it, they need it. And so find somebody to help you with that journey. And if you just hate it,
outsource.
get somebody to do it. Yeah, outsource. Get somebody else to do it who will understand you, who you can tell them this is what I want, and that's what they give you.
Right. And then it's like it might be that initial upfront cost, but long term it's going to pay off because you're not spending your time and efforts doing something you hate, and then but it's going to maximize your bookings and your income potential too.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I think outsourcing can be a little bit scary when you're solo, especially if you're like in those more beginning or like mid phases and you're like, oh, is this going to pay off long term? But I mean, if you're going to hire someone to do your marketing, freaking research the crap out of them too. Like, you're handing your baby and your business over to someone and entrusting them. Like, you definitely want to make sure you're researching that too.
For sure.
Beauty Narc said, I love creating content, but I need to get better at the marketing aspect of the content I create. And, you know, I totally am a big believer in continued education. Like, I usually try and take at least one lash course a year. But I also think, and not only just because I'm a business coach, but it's so important if you're a solo artist and a solo owner, like, you've got to learn the business skills too. You've got to learn the marketing. Like, that is, hand in hand, they go together. So it's like, you can take another lash course, another volume course, another mega course, a styling course, whatever, that's going to be great. But if you want to grow your clientele and scale your business and learn business skills, like, you need that ongoing business education too.
Yeah, for sure. So, and there are even like, I don't know where we're at, there'll be random free courses at like community colleges, like how to run your solo business. You can actually look in your area for little things like that will touch on the main things that you need for running a business. And I mean, yes, every business is different, but any information is valuable.
Oh, it's so true. A lot of how I originally created my marketing strategy that worked so well for me was a business coach for a completely different industry.
Yep.
I pulled inspiration from other industries, like the photography industry, and I watched them market and storytell and, you know, pull inspiration from different places and like totally like local business. Like, I know in our town we have like a women's networking business thing, that kind of thing. And they teach a lot of classes on business and marketing. And like, there's so many different resources available to you outside of the industry too.
And always look for, just in you saying that, always look for women's marketing or women groups in your area, because those are a lot. Like she said, you can find a lot of those on Facebook, just women's groups, business owners, and they truly just want to help each other and promote each other. And they'll do little classes that you're like, I didn't even think that I needed that, but you do.
Yeah, and you learn something new, and you're like, wow, how did I go this long without knowing that?
Yeah, you're like, wait, what?
Beauty Narc said, I wish they would teach the business aspect of at school, because Lord, that's more of a learning curve for me. Yeah, I agree. I actually listened to like the minutes from a Utah State Board of like Cosmetology Board of Education meeting or whatever.
Oh wow!
I don't remember why, but I was listening to the meeting minutes from it because they post them online afterwards. Yeah. And they were talking about like required curriculum and the things, and they were like, oh yeah, of course we want them to learn like the business side of things, but what they, at least for apparently Utah, what they regulate is how it affects like the clients more so, like the safety and protection of the clients. Wow. And so that can be kind of like how they decide what's going to be the required curriculum. So like, of course we want them to have some business education, but it's not something we're going to require, but we will like encourage it. So that really just depends on your schooling too, and like the school you go to. But I definitely try and incorporate more business into like my lash trainings that I offer and have like a whole section for it in my manual, because I know that's what I struggle with the most going out solo. I could do lashes like the back of my hand, but the marketing and business part was hard for me in my like beginning days. So I agree. I hope that more educators will include that
too.
Even just some few basics.
Yeah.
Not even like in
Yeah.
depth. It's like, here's a few tips kind of thing.
Yes. Yes.
So amazing. All right. Well, any last words of advice or guidance for us today? I feel like we've had such a good conversation. It's been so fun.
I know. It's been so good. It went by so fast.
I know. I'm like, whoa, it's already been an hour.
I know, right? I think for new people trying to build their clientele, don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so, don't get in that negative space. Like Erica was saying, if you put that out there, that's what you're going to get. So don't be so hard on yourself. Use the free avenues. There are so many free avenues, whether it's Instagram, whether it's social media in sense of Facebook, whether it's reaching out to your neighbor, your business neighbor down the street or right next to you. Utilize what's at your fingertips. You don't have to go in debt to build a clientele at all. You really don't even have to spend a penny to build a clientele at the time. I mean,
I didn't spend a penny with mine or my girls.
You don't have to. And I, back in the day, had to do yellow books. Like that was our advertising, and that was $2,000 for yellow books. So
yeah,
marketing and advertising is free right now. So just get out there and do it, and don't be so scared to do it, and put yourself out there. I mean, the best thing that has come from Instagram, and I can say just because I've watched it, is people want to see your face. And I had a really hard time with coming to grips with this. Like, people wanted to see my face as the business owner who wasn't even offering lashes. And I was like, why? You're not going to see me in person. I'm not going to touch your lashes. Why do you want to see my face? They want to know who's there. They want to know who's running the place. On top of that, they want to know which lash artist they're going to get. So I have to start posting pictures of my girls, which is fine. I'm fine with it, but my girls are nervous about it. But it truly is, people want to see your face. Simple, hey, how y'all doing? I mean, anything. And again, like I said, if you don't want to put your face out there, you don't have to. You can get creative with it and put other stuff out there. Groupon, I'm not a fan of Groupon. I've had one lash artist tell me it worked for her, but she is the only person I've ever heard that it worked for her. Have you used Groupon?
I have not, but I do have students who have before, and I think really what it comes down to is, what kind of clients do you want? Do you want people who are going to be willing to pay you full price? Yes or no? If yes, then you're not going to want to use Groupon, because people are looking for deals there. They are price shoppers. And I don't want to like stereotype people, but I feel like the people who price shop you are going to be your more difficult clients. They're going to be more picky. They're going to want more out of you.
100%.
And also, it's not going to help you build like a loyal return clientele, because those kinds of clients are typically the ones who can't afford the ongoing expensive extensions. So that's going to be like a one and done kind of thing. So I feel like your time is better spent in other marketing avenues, to where you're getting more bookings, and more bookings of clients who are going to be loyal to you long term and who can continue to keep up with the expense of it. And then also, Groupon just takes so much, like, you're already discounting your services to put it on there, and then Groupon takes like a percentage of that. So I've seen people in Facebook groups who literally will get like $20 profit from a full set. And you take 2.5, 3 hours for that, and you're making less than minimum wage. Like, you're making a few bucks an hour. It's like, I just don't think it's worth it long term.
No. And they aren't clients who come back. They are those one clients. I mean, the person who said, the friend that it said worked for her, I don't think any of them stayed with her. She said it was fine, but it was not repeat clientele. Yeah.
And that's what it comes down to. You know, if you want higher paying clients, the ones that are going to continue to come back to you, be willing to pay full price, respect you and your policies, like, and that can even be with, like, if you're running discounts and specials all the time, you're going to attract that same level of clientele that are price shopping, or they're just going to wait until you run your next special.
And because
they know, if I wait long enough, she's going to do another $15 off. She's going to do another 20% off. So, I mean, it really comes down to what's going to feel good and align for you, because it's, at the end of the day, it's still your business. You get to decide how you run it and what you do, but, you know, think about
you don't deserve to work for free. Especially with how hard this is, we don't deserve to work for free.
Right. And even if you're newer to the industry, it's
Yeah.
like you wouldn't go to a new job and have them be like, well, you're not going to make any money because you're new here.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
you would, you still deserve to be paid even if you're a brand new lash artist, because like you're still the professional, and you're putting your time and your money and your effort in, and you still deserve to be able to take care of your family.
Yes.
And yourself after that too. So amazing. All right. Well, any last things you wanted to add in? Like, this has been seriously so fun, and now I'm like, okay, I want to do live, like guest lives all the time now.
They're fun, aren't they?
They're so fun. I love it.
Yeah. No, just don't give up for those new people. I know it's hard.
Yeah.
I know it's hard to put yourself out there, but don't give up. I mean, like you said, take the classes, take marketing classes, take anything that's available to you to make you better, not just lashes. You have to run a business now. So remember that aspect of it. It's not just lashes that you're providing. You're providing yourself a service, so much more than that. And you need to learn how to present yourself in that manner. But if you provide great customer service, they'll keep coming back too.
It's so true. And even with like free resources too, podcasts, soak in all the knowledge you can. That was me. Like when I was very first starting out, like I probably couldn't have afforded to take a class. Yeah. And that was all right. But I was still soaking in all of the knowledge I could from every single place I could. Like I wanted it so bad. I was like listening to every podcast I could, not even just in the industry. It was like marketing podcasts, like business podcasts, like all those kinds of things too. So there's a lot of resources out there. There's so much help out there, and just give yourself some grace too.
Yes. And don't hesitate. If you can't think of something, reach out to your friends, reach out to us. That's why I'm like, slide in those DMs and make those connections. Something as simple as, hey, what do you do for your market on Instagram? Or, just like she said, reach out to, there's so many free things out there. And if you can't think of it, reach out to your friends, reach out to us. Just do that part, take that step.
Yep. I love it. Well, thank you so much for coming on and chatting with us.
You.
It's so fun. And I can't wait to like meet you in person in a few months too.
I'm excited.
We're both going to Lash Bash, Utah. And I can't wait. It's going to be super. All right. Well, my phone is about to die, so I'm going to hop off. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you all. And we'll see you next time.
Sounds good. Bye.
Bye.